I'm Ookie. Welcome. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. If you've read the title, you already know what we're doing. We're unboxing a brand new Living Dead doll that just arrived this week. And I've been very excited about unboxing him. It's Thursday and I've been waiting really patiently to unbox him so I can record this. And, well, I'm not going to hang about. We're going to go straight into unboxing and then having a closer look at the new Living Dead doll, David, from the Lost Boys. I'll see you on the other side. Right, what do we have here? For those who want a too long didn't read, yes, I did order him from, what do you call it? Mad About Horror. It's right there. I got him from Mad About Horror rather than going through the Mezco website, because Mad About Horror, if you're in the UK, does stock a lot of horror goods. And I wanted to go through them for a change, so we went through them. I say we, me. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've gone ahead of myself. Hi. When you order from Mad About Horror, you usually get these really cool art cards, and they just come out with like 3 new ones. They're all like vampires inspired. I got the David one. Hell yeah. I was actually really hoping for it, because if you see here in the faded thing, they got a David, they got a Bela Lugosi's Dracula, and then they got a Nosferatu, all written by drawn by this artist called Gareth Gibson. And so you get a nice one of these when you order from them, at least at the moment. So get your orders in if you want one of these posh cards. It's like a lucky dip, a cheeky gacha for the Brits, I guess. I can't have them on display. Nice, right? Anyway, we're not here for that. Gosh, I'm rushing into it. It's because I'm really excited. But anyway, we're here for this boy. Right, let me throw this box away. I'm so excited. Now, I promised myself I wasn't going to buy any more Living Dead dolls. And then David popped up and I was like, okay, well, how can I say no to David? I mean, he's a really cool character. From one of my like all-time favorite vampire flicks. And I've been thinking for a long time, like, I'm surprised they haven't done a Lost Boys thing yet. Well, one thing led to another, and then I had to put a pre-order in, and he's arrived. So let's have a look at him. Let's have a look. First, I gotta get the bubble wrap. Get the bubble wrap. He's not gonna live in bubble wrap anyway. He's gonna be unboxed on my shelf with the others. Right. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like his box. It's really simplest. Like, really, really simplistic box. He's got a little peekaboo window. We can see straight into it. At the top, there are fangs. And it says Living Dead Doll Presents. They're clearly the fangs that are the Lost Boy fangs, because if you don't know anything about vampires, every vampire has their own kind of like gnashers, their own teeth designed for them. And the Lost Boys are like 2 pointy. So you got one extra long pointy on the canine, like the one behind the canine, and then the one that is the canine is a little bit shorter. And then on the front, it has the Lost Boys logo, and then you got them riding on their motorbikes on the beach. And then what else have we got? We got a lovely bit of picture, a bit of David on the side here. Oh my gosh, my light is not happy, is it? And then, we got classic image on the back. If you've ever seen the Lost Boys, then you know this bad boy. It is literally one of the most iconic pictures of David. And then on the other side, we got another little bit of David on a tree. Now, I'm gonna level with you guys. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like David, because from the promo pictures, his head looks bloody massive. Like, almost cartoonily not great. And he's definitely got a different face sculpt from other Living Dead dolls I've seen. I don't know if I've seen anyone that's comparable to his face yet, anyway. And it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like his face yet, but we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn to love it, innit? But it's coming through. Oh my gosh, thank you. I can't open boxes today. Can't open them. Right. Let's pull you out, David. Let's flip you over. I want to have a look at you. I hope I like you. Because I ordered you just because you're David. But, like, I couldn't tell if it was just... I don't know. I wasn't sure I was going to get buyer's remorse on this one. Anywho, when you pull them out of the box, you do have, like, a red background of the pier where they obviously party. And Santa Monica, I think it is this. Is Santa Monica? Google it, Ookie. Am I correct? Okay, anyway. And it does also have like a inverted image of the boys on their bikes back there. Oh my god, there's a double me. That's bloody weird. Don't like that. Let's not do that again. And then let's pull him out of his box. He's already looking much cooler in person than he does in the promo images. Let's pull you out, baby. nice. He comes in a plastic box that doesn't have like any toggles. You can pull them straight out. So for anyone who is like myself, not great with the dexterity, just pull them straight out. You don't have to worry about toggle ties. Oh, his head is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna level with you guys. I think his forehead's a bit big. But his paint job is really cool. He does have the yellowish eyes. His teeth, yep, they're the fangs from the movie. He's got his earring. His hair is laid down really lovely. It's very Bela Lugosi-like. Very Bela Lugosi-like. I kind of wish they kind of made it a little bit spikier. Maybe I need to go in and fluff it up a bit more, because in the movie, it's quite fluffy. Usually because he's running around and it's a bit windy. But I don't remember it laying so flat. Anyway, I digress. His paint job is really, really cool. Don't worry, everyone. Check the description if you want to have a closer look at him through my DSLR, because I like to film a little like, ooh, look at him, so cool. But through my webcam, you guys can hopefully get a good eye view of him. But yeah, I think his paint job's alright. I guess. Oh, he's got pointy ears. That's interesting. He does have his pointy ears. His chin is so chiseled looking. Anyway, onwards from the face and his hair. He does have a lot of it though. It's really laid on thick. If you're a doll collector, you're gonna be like, dang, that's a lot of hair. It's really laid on. What is that? I seem to have like a little red mark on his ear. Does that the ear have that? Nope. Is that a detail I've never known about? Or is that a paint issue? Who knows? Anyway, down to his clothes. He is wearing a black short sleeve top underneath, like a t-shirt. Then he has a leather jacket underneath his actual coat. And then he also has leather trousers. When I say leather, they're like pleather. So they're fake leather. They're not real. They have like a plasticky feel to it. But they give the look of leather, which is quite nice. His gloves are molded onto his hands, so you can't remove the gloves. But they are done to look like leather as well, which is quite nice actually. I like that they have like a seam line from his finger to his thumb, like real leather gloves do, which is quite nice. His coat hangs to the back of his knees. He does have lots of little details on his coat, which one looks like a medal, one is a wristwatch, and then there's a little trinket, and then a button. His pockets are fake pockets. If you're someone who wears women jeans, then you know they're fake pockets. They go nowhere. And then on the other side, we also have like a little, another little metal detailing with 2 more buttons and another fake pocket. His coat does have an extra detail down his arm of 2 buttons and like, I don't even know what you call it. It's just like a little flappy thing that goes all the way around the wrist. And you often see them with old coats. Aha. So David also comes with a bit of plastic. You can kind of see it on the back there. He comes with a little bit of plastic underneath, which I'm guessing is to protect his skin from the clothing. I've had this with a few Living Dead dolls where they have plastic on their bodies, and it's to protect them from the dye that might come off the clothing. Okay, interesting. His leather jacket, or let's say pleather jacket, looks like it goes all the way down to his wrist. It looks like a long sleeve one, so I guess you can pose him with that as an option. I'm probably not going to take his coat off because these dolls, they're always really annoying to get them redressed, and I'm not going to mess around right now. But he does have a pleather jacket. There are no pockets. It looks like a very bog standard leather jacket with no extra detailing. Even on the back, can't see any detailing on his leather jacket. It's just there. And then his t-shirt is like a cotton t-shirt that you can kind of expect when you buy a band t-shirt. Then his trousers, they go up to his hips. He even got like the detailing of where you would have your fly as well. That's kind of fun detail. They are also pleather. Are there any pockets on you, or are we just fully trousers with no pockets? David does not have time for pockets, it seems, because there are no pockets on his trousers either. That's fine. And then they kind of go down to his feet. It looks like he's got the typical Living Dead doll boots on. I'm trying to feel. Yes, I can't pull up his trouser leg, but he's got the typical Living Dead doll boots. If you have a Living Dead doll with boots on, they literally look, to me, basically like the other ones. And then there's nothing on his soles. It's just a black outfit. Cool. David, can you stand before we go in and show everybody much closer details of you? Ooh, am I gonna have to get a doll stand? I really need to buy doll stands. If anyone's got any recommendations of doll stands for Living Dead dolls, can you link them down below? Because I need some. Yeah, he stands. That's good. That is good. I like it when they actually got some sort of balance to them. Nice. Okay, and where is our articulation? In the shoulders, not in the wrists. In the hands, they swivel around. His head has a bit of articulation, so you can rock them around, rocking around. His legs do have articulation, like at the hip joint, not at the knees, but honestly, it's quite limited because of his trousers. So you're probably not going to be able to have him seated. You're going to have him standing, just to make you guys aware. So, my thoughts on him. I like him. I like that I finally got a David in my collection. I say finally, I haven't got any Davids of any kind in my collection. I wish there was more Lost Boys merch out there. But I like him. But I don't know if he's my favourite Living Dead doll. I feel like his forehead is just a little bit too large. I feel like if they moved his face slightly up, it would have made his face look a little bit more, well, the center point. Because when I'm looking at him, and I look at him to look at his face, it's like his eyes should be where my thumb is, you know? It feels like it just needs to be moved up a little bit, because my center point when I look at him isn't his eyes. It's these forehead divots that like crease out forwards, because that's where the highlight is, and then his eyes are quite sunken in. But I do think he looks good. Not my favorite Living Dead doll, but I think he looks quite alright. I feel like he's going to look quite nice with my other ones. For a quick comparison, let me grab some of my others. Okay, I've grabbed a few of my other Living Dead dolls to compare with, and I wanted to see, is his head... Yeah, I thought it did. It reminded me a lot of the bobblehead nurse that they released a couple of years ago. Although the bobblehead nurse head does look a little bit larger, it gives me the same thing, whereas... Yeah, again, it makes me not look at David in the face. I look for his forehead. Whereas the nurse, the way she's been painted and been proportioned out, it works for her. But with David, it feels a bit like there's so much focus here when it's supposed to be, you know, this is supposed to be here. At least that's my thought. And then I wanted to make sure that I wasn't making it up about the Living Dead doll shoes. Excuse my Frankie, he is secondhand. Yeah, they look very similar. Very similar. Frankie does have a little bit of a sole at the bottom of his shoes because he's Frankenstein. He's going to have a little bit of a sole at the bottom of his shoe. But it does look very similar in the sort of shape of boot. It's got the little rivets along the top. I gotta say, these ones on David look way flatter. Like, there's like less detailing. I wish they put the same sort of leather detail that they had on his gloves, on his shoes. Because when I'm looking at it next to Frankie's feet almost look like there's a little bit more texture in his shoe, which makes them look a little bit more worn in, whereas David's look brand new, straight out of Sports Direct. But I do think, you know, like, again, I'm comparing him to Frankie. I'm bringing him, you know what? Let's get Dracula. Oh, right. So I got all of my vampires together. So I do have one of the OG Nosferatu. Not the newest one that's come out. I've been looking at him going, but I haven't quite decided if I'm going to buy him yet. I like his hands on that one. But I got one of the original Nosferatu, which you kind of can see where the ideas come from with the mouth shapes and things like that. But you can kind of definitely see where they've improved on their molding of faces. Like, I love my original Nosferatu. He's got that classic Living Dead doll look about him, where it's a little bit more childlike. But you can kind of get a little bit more comparison, can't you, from old versus new. And then right next to him, I wanted to pull him out, was Bela Lugosi. Because of his hair. Now, I gotta be careful with his hair because it's gelled to heck. But I wanted to compare the hairlines. And yeah, Bela Lugosi is definitely more of a widow's peak. Whereas David's is a bit of a widow's peak, but not quite fully. But do you see again what I mean? about like, although maybe that's what it is. Bela Lugosi, I think, has about the same sort of head shape. It's just a lot rounder, like a traditional doll's face, you know? Whereas David's head, because the hairline is so far back, it brings so much attention to the forehead, especially when it peeks back. Maybe they needed to bring the hairline down a bit more. And then that would have helped with making his face feel a lot more in proportion. Maybe? Well, anyway, the real test is how will he look on my shelf? So, let's get to the beauty shots. Well, here you go. He's got his beauty shots now, and I think he's gonna live right by there next to my bobblehead nurse. Since, well, I think they've got the brains to have witty conversations together. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing. Please let me know if you'd like to see more of them as and when I collect something. I'm not an avid collector. I don't collect the moon and everything, but I do try. And, you know, if I see something for my hoard, I bring it home. So if you would like to see more of that, let me know. And if you want to see my other unboxing of Posey and Damien and Sin, and soon I'll record these lovely ladies down here for you guys to have a closer look at them. Life has been busy, all right? Give me a break. But there is a little playlist there, here, somewhere for you to click upon. It'll be rad to see you over there if you want to see more things. But yeah, ultimate review of David. Not my favorite, but I'm really glad to have a David in the collection. I think I'm going to learn to absolutely adore him and wouldn't part with him whatsoever. What's your thoughts on David? Anyway, I'm running away now to go and play some games. Stay ukeful out there, and I'll hunt you all later. Okay,